I broke it. Taking my boys Tony and Vice do a back workout. There you go. Let's just lock the fuck up right there. Good. 2 more. Now, but in this world of business are so alike to the life I used to live. Everything is just legal now. Taking my boys Tony and Vice do a back workout.
What's the deal,
These are actually 2 of my guys who are in my app, and they've been putting in work. You put in work, you come get a workout with me. So I'm gonna take you guys through a lat workout. We just started off with assisted pulls, assisted with the knee support to make sure we get that real good squeeze on the lat. Now we're gonna come to cable pulley rows. Again, lat focus, and we're gonna superset with singles. So we'll take you through that as well. Being that this is lat, you're not bringing it back to squeeze your back. You're bringing it down to engage your lat.
Got it.
All right, you're giving me an L shape at the bottom, and you're almost trying to wrap your elbow behind your back, which is gonna give you that last little contraction for your lat that you need. Way too light though, man. Oh, man. I broke it? Holy shit. I was doing the whole fucking rack, and I guess I got this guy a little woozy. Let's move on to another one over there. Switch your gears. Put the other side on the top. It's gonna like to give you like a little outside angle there. A little bit lower. There you go. There you go. Don't squeeze this. Don't worry about squeezing that. I just want you to squeeze this right here. That's it. There you go. All the way back. Hard squeeze. Boom. Elbows down. Hard squeeze. Good. 2 more, just like that. 2 and drop it. Stay there. 2, 1. Give me 5 more. This time with a little speed. You can use a little momentum. Go, burn out. Come on. 5. Stay there. Hold it. Come on. 2, 3. Go. 4. Last one. Make it count. Back. Good money. Those are the single arms. So I broke another machine over there doing the whole fucking rack. Let's make sure this one doesn't break. I like to go heavy enough to where you're only able to do 3, 4, 5, 6 tops. I'm not the type that does a 1 rep max shit. If you can do at least 5 or 6, that's considered heavy to failure. Then I either do a stagger set, superset or drop set, just to finish burning out. Hey. Dale. Take off. Let me get a single. While one of us is doing close grip lat, we're gonna be doing single. Down here, bent down from a different angle, which is gonna target a different part of the muscle. I want you guys to pull down, not back. I want you to pull down and just let the cable take you where it wants to take you. And you squeeze at the bottom.
All right.
All right, so now the next man goes, I take a break, he gets ready for it too. Now, kill it. Go a little lighter here to start. Good, good work. So you see how he's pulling down and then he lets the cable curve him. He's not pulling back. Pull down and that's gonna really engage that lat. That's just lock the fuck up right there. Good. 2 more. 2. 1, good money. Switch arms. Dale, grab the bar. Underhand.
Underhand?
Put your knees down. Chest up. Use your legs to pick it up. Good. Even though it's not heavy, I want you to get used to that. So you're gonna position yourself first with your knees. Your feet have to be shoulder width apart. So look in the mirror. Make sure they're shoulder width apart. Slightly bend at your knees so you have that power down there. Now you're gonna bend forward. Bend forward. Let your arms hang. Let them hang. Let them hang. Hands are just hooks. Let them hang. Let them hang. Keep down. Going down. Down. Down, and I want you to go very slow to your belly button. Slow. Don't let that thing go back. So he just had back surgery. I'm conditioning him to learn how to do this, obviously, as that starts to recover. Back surgery. No fucking excuses. Bend forward just a little bit more, and I want you to put all the emphasis on your back and don't change direction so quick. When you yoke it, that's when it's all lower back and set up your lats. Beautiful, there you go. Control that just there, you go. Tuck in your elbows just a little bit as you're going up. And remember, squeeze your lats, not this. Don't squeeze your scapula. I want you to just squeeze your lats. There you go. Felt that?
Yeah.
We're gonna superset with dumbbell unilateral rolls. So you're gonna come right here. You have this stability. Go get your, start off with the 30s right there, that's good. Check this out, fellas. When working out your back, you got 3 different angles that you can hit your lat. You can hit from the bottom, from the top down. You can hit straight back, or you can hit from the bottom up. All targets different areas, right? If you're coming from the bottom up, that targets the top of your lat. Here, the Christmas tree part of your lat, which this is gonna take away from the emphasis of putting the stress on your back, but it's gonna also strengthen the bottom part of your back. It's probably the best alternative that you could do. On your own, you should be doing a lot of these. I like to do them unilateral, one arm right here against the pad, kind of brace yourself down here. Same thing, pull down. Give me a squeeze at the bottom and then control the way up. All right, try that right there. See how you feel. That weight's kind of light.
Yeah, no, I feel good here. Yeah.
All the difference. You grab it neutral or underhand, that's lat. Overhand, which you're able to bring your arm out a little bit, that's back. Nah, but in this world of business, there's so much elements that are so alike to the life I used to live. Everything is just legal now.
The problem is that structure of business brings that lifestyle and that type of person that honestly, they're looking for a way out to still make money, still have that freedom that they have, but legitimize themselves. So you get a lot from that old school style of what you're used to. And if you don't defend yourself and are prepared to defend the business, because you're dealing with product basically, you can end up in a bad situation. Those things can happen.
It's a different game. It's a different product, same game.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? That in the business world, motherfuckers are so much more cutthroat. There's a little more respect, there's a little more intimidation, there's a little more politics in the legal world versus this. Especially in the era we live in now, where they make snitching a cool thing to do. Like, I personally don't like guns, right? But my baby mama has one, my mom has one, because we do live in a fucked up world. Look, 5-10 years ago, you couldn't wear a Rolex to the gym. Now it's normal. It's not really that normal in this gym, but in Miami, you do see a lot of that, right?
It just comes down to, you want to put yourself in a position where you have it, and God willing, you never have to use it, versus getting yourself in a situation where you need it and you don't have it.
And God willing, you on the giving and not the receiving.
Well, right. I mean, you never want to be on any of that, honestly, because it doesn't feel good. Anybody that talks about shit like that has never done it, because when you're about it and you've done it, you're not proud about that, and you don't, the situation that I got put into is not something that I'm happy about, or I even.
Sound like you got some stories for us. Jose, what you got for us,
You
Vice?
know, man, you know what happened to me. They pulled
That's
up on
off
me.
camera.
But in this world, it's like jewelry. We're walking around different shows, different things with inventory that's 10 to 20 grand per unit. You got 5 or 6 of them with you.
Per unit.
It's 60 grand.
I'm not using keywords. For the record, we're all in legitimate businesses. But little bro Tony here is taking on something that Vice has been doing for a pretty long time. So he's just giving him a little game, some consejo. And it's true, even though things have changed a little bit, you just gotta stay ready, man. I'm a proponent of just staying ready, physically being dangerous, mentally being sharp at all times. Like, I know I'm capable enough to kill a motherfucker with my bare hands if it came down to it. I always have a little shank on me in case it's more than 2 arms versus mine. But guns, I've done a lot of dangerous things with guns. I got my first gun tatted on me. That is a Desert Eagle. Got that shit when I was 11 years old. I'm walking around with a barrel, dog, that show's under my And back in the days, Dickies, like the baggiest shirt, that shit was like
That's
this
crazy.
long.
That's
You know?
crazy.
I personally don't like guns. I just know the importance of them. I'm not pushing our weight. He's stepping into that row quick. He's like hanging
You
with
made
the.
a good point too, bro.
Huh?
You know, being in physical shape, it's also a big thing of that. That you're not one to really be taken advantage of. And even still, motherfuckers here, especially where we live in Miami, they'll do it anyway. But you always want to be fit. You want to look the part, you know, so that you command respect when you walk into a room. You know, and even
You
then they'll
understand.
take advantage of you. And you're just one guy, bro. 2 or 3 guys, and now you get yourself in a problem.
That's like your first layer of armor. When someone
100%.
sees you, okay, this guy, he's in shape. It's not that he's big and strong. Okay, this motherfucker must be sharp. He's agile. He's probably
Disciplined.
quick. You know what I'm saying?
Of what's going on.
That's like the first thing someone calls out in someone that's in shape. Is okay, I would rather rob or do harm to someone's business who the business owner is some sloppy
It's
body
less where
motherfucker.
people like that are lazy. They're gonna go for the weakest link.
Right,
They
but-
don't. If
but
they,
that's
they'll
a-
still come for you, but if they have to,
if
there's-
the risk to reward is
it's
worth it.
right?
But
But
if-
if not, they'll go for the weaker individual.
If
That's
you
just the law of the
choose
land.
exactly, if you choose a motherfucker that looks like us over the guy that has a belly, he's going bald, he just looks very groggy, and it's the same reward, the risk is gonna be a lot safer on this side. They're gonna come for the fat, sloppy body motherfucker.
First. But don't get it
You know?
twisted. If the times are desperate, they'll come for you too. And unfortunately now, you got a lot of people that are killing it, but you also have a lot of people that are hungry, man, and are looking for a quick lick or a quick come up.
This is crazy to say, but I haven't gotten physically into an altercation in 10 years.
That's amazing, bro. That's a blessing.
First and only time was in prison that I had to knock a motherfucker out for a push-up competition. That's for another video.
For push-ups?
But for push-ups. It was a car, it was a racial thing, you know what I'm saying? They kind of called me out, and if I didn't step up, it would have been, okay, so I stepped up, and I ended up taking the whole floor over that day. Fresh into the bucket, let's go over it, here we go. Fresh into the dorm, I was quiet, you know what I'm saying? But a few people had welcomed me into the floor because they knew who I was. And I used to just, mind my business. Go to the yard, get my workout in, go to my room, read, eat. Well, no, I guess I started to be a threat to a certain car on the floor. And the leader of the car never really told me shit, but he had 2 little minions behind him. I remember it was like two skinny, tall, annoying motherfuckers who used to say, I bet negro can,
You did both sides?
I did one side, just do one side each. We're not, we're like kind of towards the end of the workout already. I bet negro can beat you on a push-up competition. Hey, I'm not for that, though. I'm just here trying to do my time and get home to my kids, you know what I'm saying? They kept, taunting me. And there was one time where they said it loud enough for the whole dorm to hear. I said, man, get there. But I ain't gonna do it for free. I said, put some money on the line. How much money you want to put in the line? They were broke. They were just violent motherfuckers. There was a lot of them too. 5 macros, which is 5 little fish packs. That's what that was a currency in there. They throw it in the pot, and we start going. I said, look, go ahead and do whatever you can do. I'm gonna do 10 more. Oh shit, this Chico over here, God. You could tell the head of the car didn't even want to do it, but now he's in a position where, damn, these people don't hype this shit up. I gotta step into it now. Oye, me puse ahí to do push-ups. He did like 70 something. I'm doing my last 10. I looked at him, blew him a kiss. I said, I want you to count these last 10 for me. I'm pumping them out. The dude didn't want to pay me. I said, now you're gonna have to pay me. Because if you pay me,
Over goldfish?
no, it was macro packs. So there's fish packs in there. You know the little fish packs they gotta be posting about?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
and there's
for
a lot
protein.
worse, right? It's like, it's a fish called mackerel. It just stunk, like, horrible smell. But that was the currency in there. That was $1 in there. And they didn't want to pay me, so by the time all this is going down, I had all the Latinos coming down into the floor, and they're starting to surround me because in there it's racial. It don't matter if, like, I have people from opposing gangs from the street have my back.
That's
And
crazy, bro.
what they did was just stand by the door. Me and Buddy went in. He had 2 by the door. I had 2 by the door. And I'm telling him, wait, pay me or we gonna have to get there. The dude didn't want to pay me. He's like, look, can I just pay you this after? I'm gonna look back in front of my car. Like, you look bad when you step to me. Now you're fucked. Now there's no, you know? So the dude, I told him, look, either put your hands in your pocket to show everyone outside that looking through the window that you're basically, you don't want to go there.
Yeah, it's all about respect in there.
So the guy wanted to go put his hands in his pocket and he swung on me.
Yeah.
He caught me. Boom! I hit him with a 1-2, and when I hit him with the second one, my knee blew out. Bro, I ended up knocking him out on that first one. The second one I missed. He was right on the way down. My knee blew out. I still struggle with that shit from that day. And I fell on him. That's the last time I ever got physically active. But you know how many times I've been tested, though? You know how many times I've been put in predicaments where it's like, this motherfucker is really poking at me. I'm a firm believer that these tests get sent to you every so often in a form where it's going to challenge you even more.
That's also
Are you gonna
a factor
pass?
of discipline also.
It's a big factor of discipline.
It's not worth it at the level you're at, what you build now, you know?
You know, if it ever came down to it and I feel like my family is
That's
in
different.
somewhat danger, I'm going. Like, I'm going to go all the way there. I'm much more dangerous than I was 10 years ago. I'm just not as impulsive, you know what I'm saying? But this is where all that shit changed, man. The discipline that I have in that, in business, in my relationship, all started here.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset.
All started here.
Yeah.
I was never a fucking disciplined motherfucker. My dog Tony putting in work. Let's go. Good. One more? One more? Money. All right, Vice, you got some stories for the youngin'?
Piggybacking on that, bro. I mean, you're in that world. I'm sure you heard of that situation that happened a couple of years ago. It was like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. We're talking about breeding. We breed dogs. We breed high-end luxury exotic dogs. You know.
Sound here like drug dealers and shit.
Right. It's not anything crazy. It's not anything
Let's
illegal.
put that out there for the record.
Right. But we're talking about dogs, which still are expensive, but 2, 3, 4 years ago, and both of you can attest to it, you've both seen it, 10, 15, 20, $25,000 a dog. And we were coming back from a show, one of our friends that threw it at the Marlins Stadium.
Shit, that friend, which I'm not gonna say his name on here, he's bought a dog for $650,000. That's how big the game was. You know who it was, right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Back then.
Corleone. And anyways, the dog that I had bought was a $50,000 dog that got imported from Europe. And he came to that show, won first of that kind, won like 3 or 4 trophies that day. You know, and I saw in that parking lot of that stadium, it was a weird group right by my car, right by my area. And I wasn't really paying attention. I was in my own world. And when I get home, I looked at my cameras. There's a dude in my backyard picking out dogs. You know, so I was carrying on me. And I was like,
you already saw on your camera?
On my camera, because I was like, what's going on? As I'm pulling into my driveway.
Got it.
And then all of a sudden, from the corner of the block, there's an SUV that comes in, chirping tires, bro, and pulls up right at my driveway. And I look, and instantly you have to just be on high alert. I have a $50,000 dog on me. Obviously, in that world, you know, you go with your jewelry and your different things, and I'm at my home where I have, 4 or 5 dogs at minimum 10 grand a piece. So I warned the guy, and I said, if you move forward, I'm gonna defend myself. Just innately, just subconsciously knowing that I needed to say that, because everything is audio, video recorded, bro. And the guy pulled forward. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. If to hit me, he crashed into my car, man, and I unloaded 12 rounds right into the windshield. And it's not something that I'm telling you because you're younger and newer into the game, and just to express to you how important it is to stay physically, mentally ready at all times. And that's, again, not something that I'm proud of, but something that I had to go through.
Yeah, but you know what? I personally feel like anyone that goes through some shit, doesn't matter what it is, you'll be selfish to not pay it forward and help somebody either make the same mistake or be ready for whatever that life experience is going to entail, right?
And I look back, bro, there could have been ways to have avoided that. Even coming home, especially you, that when you have your dogs with you or your inventory, if you have jewelry on or whatever.
This guy has such a good conscience. He literally warned the dude after already pulling into his house, and he still wanted to be better.
Anybody that talks about that is not something that you want to do, or
of course not. But you still think of ways that you could have prevented that and done better.
100%.
Which again, there is a video of this, and it's very clear the guy was a threat to him.
100%.
I'm all about not, I'm all about being dangerous, but not obviously, inciting any violence on the offense.
You mentioned a great point, bro, which is people tempt you, and everybody gets tempted. I get tempted every day, but there's so much discipline and so many experiences that you just know better. So I don't get involved, bro. I walk away from every situation, you know, unless I'm pushed into a corner where I have no other option. I was with somebody as well. I was with someone that, you know, she had nothing to do with nothing, and she's my number one priority at the time, over me, over the dogs, because the guilt that I would have on top of me if something were to happen to that girl. And it was an unfortunate situation, bro. All I'm trying to tell you is you can avoid things like that by being conscious of your surroundings, preparing yourself physically, mentally, where people don't think that they could take advantage of you, you know, and again, all about what he's talking about, consistency, discipline, and it starts here. You know, that's why when I had that back surgery 6 months ago and I was in bed, I was like, bro, I'll never take it for granted, my ability to work out or lift or be in shape again. And I mean, I know I got a long ways to go still, but with his help, I know he's gonna get me to where I wanna go to, but I'm 5 months out, I feel great, 10 times better than before.
Everything happens in sequence for a reason, you know what I'm saying? You had to have gone through what you went through to be, number one, grateful for life in itself, to wanna better yourself. Back surgery, I've been on this ass for a minute. There was a point I said, Jose, I'm not working for you. I'm not working with you. I told him, your money's no good to me anymore.
Yeah, he did.
Like, you can pay me tomorrow. I'm not gonna take it. You know, get on your shit. Doggy, I just need to think about it, this and that. No, it's not about thinking about it. You gotta take action. Like, I make enough money in the day to have to make money off of a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? And we broken bread. I paid him a lot of money for shit that we were doing in the dog world. And that was like the first time, you know, that he said, you know what, I'm gonna trust in this guy and I'm gonna pay him to coach me and do that. And it was more from a place of, like, again, you gotta move with good intentions though. Like, money is energy. You know what I'm saying? If you're putting out good energy, he tells me every cada vez en cuando, damn, the shit you put out there, doggy, is good, it's motivating, it's inspiring me from a distance, with the intention of not even talking to a specific person. Will always tells me that shit too. Like, Will will have his seasons where he'll call me, dog, I'm about to buy this dip bar and pull up bar. I just talked to him like a week or two ago. He's like, bro, I gotta get on this shit, dog. Just had a baby. You know, you had a baby, right? Another baby?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's like, bro, I just had this other baby, dog. I'm letting myself go. I gotta get to it, this and that. So money is energy, man. If you do good by yourself, that's it. Finishing off with a stagger set. Check this out. I got 2 plates back there. I'm gonna pump out a good 8, 10-ish. Vice is gonna throw another plate on there. It's gonna be 3 plates, which is essentially what happens when you really shock the muscle. It's gonna be hard as fuck because I'm already fatigued. I'm gonna pump out about 5 or 6 of that, and then he's gonna take out 2 plates, and I'm gonna do a drop set where I'm just gonna burn out. That's what it looks like. Go. So again, I'm already fatigued. I'm gonna go in here and fucking kill it now. Take 2 off. Holy shit. That is a stagger set. You could do that with any muscle group. Start off heavy, go heavier, drop it, and you're gonna kill the fucking muscle. And that is our workout. Vice, what feedback you got? Was it good?
Good, man. Good stuff.
Best back workout you ever been through?
Pretty good, man. Yeah.
Pretty good? Yeah, is that like that? Okay, all right. How about you, little bro?
No, get in the room. I feel the energy.
Get in the room.
I feel the
Get in the room. Oh, my dog's about to start flying right now. His lats are so spreaded. He's like, I don't know if I'm growing wings. I don't know what's going on. Little post-workout meal. We came to a little spot where they gave us una parrilla of just meats. I think the entrance is to here. And it was closed. So we come into Las Vegas Cuban cuisine.
Yes, eating well.
Yo no quiero ningún pájaro, porque aquí no comemos pájaro. No.
Just a lot of fucking food.
And this is a post-workout. Some good food, good conversations. Gracias. That's what it should be about, man. Can you imagine hanging out with your friends after work at a bar, eating bullshit, compared to after a workout with the people you're going with, talking about some gross shit? How can we make some money together? How can I help you be better? Just that alone, that little element in life changes everything. Get around people who are on their growth shit, not on their stalled, scarcity, drama, gossiping shit. That is the number one most important thing that I work on with my clients. Is your environment. You check that shit, everything changes.